McKendry's shining bright. Lance Ellis. The Blue Devils are strong. Justin Ricci. He's a sensation. A talent. Then you have Joey Stars. What's new? Pookie. What's new? Hector Castillo. Marco Perez. The Bishops Basketball Challenge is back, baby. Let's go.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Bishops Basketball Challenge. I am your commentator for the evening, Jameson O'Monkey. And on tap, we've got a game here. Milwaukee Crooks going over to Louisville to face off against the Louisville Stangs. Now, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, Hookline Falls Creative, the NASCAR Roblox Racing League, and Skid Marks. Coming into this game, both of these guys below 500, bottom two in the Eastern Conference. Yeah, that's the conference they're in. But this is going to be a big game for them regardless, because this is going to be a tiebreaker game for them. So whoever wins this game, if they both end up in a tie, I mean, the winning team tonight is going to be the one that wins the tiebreaker. In terms of teams, Donald Higgins, amazing performance last week, put up 33 points in the game. Taking a look at the starting lineups here, Angela Tortoise, Hector Castillo joining him in the starting lineup. Over on the Milwaukee side, Zono Blaze, Alex Muriel, Jared Holmes, KR. Headline that roster. We get tip-off underway here. Louisville's going to come away with it. Tortoise bringing the ball at the court. Now he's going to take a look at the defense. Kicks it over to Tanner on the wing. Tanner takes the jump shot from deep. Bounces up the front, running out. Otis Pierce with the offensive board, though. Board over to Higgins. Back to Pierce. Back to Higgins on the elbow. Back over to Pierce. Pierce tries to jam it down. Can't get it to go. Alex Muriel with the rebound. Was a nice, clever little play to get open. Couldn't finish it, though. Muriel's going to get the screen from Blaze. Muriel throws the layup in, puts it up and in to start the night. First points of the game go to Milwaukee. Tortoise now, looking to create by herself. Takes the jump shot just inside the line. Bounces off the back iron, and now Evan Toddy with a rebound. Toddy hustling up the floor, now going to try and push his advantage while they can early in the game. Evan Toddy gets the screen, gets up to the basket, and lays it up and in. Evan Toddy quickly making this a 4-point game. Angela Tortoise trying to push the tempo to herself. Oh my gosh, she jams it down. Just got her man lacking and just ran all the way to the basket, and they just could not keep up with her. Evan Toddy's going to look to set the staying here. Screen from Muriel. Toddy to the basket, slams it down in tandem. Stereo dunks here for both sides. Angela Torres is going to bring it up the court now for Louisville. And get that screen. Gonna try to make something up for herself here. Gets the lane, throws it down yet again. That's 3 dunks in a row that we've seen now. Angela Tortoise trying to get her team fired up here in a big way. Evan Toddy over down to KR on the post. KR with a fadeaway jump shot. Bounces off the rim, comes out. Angela Tortoise now. See if they try to push the tempo here. Over to Pierce. And an offensive pushing foul by Pierce is going to turn the ball over. Early foul trouble for Louisville. Over to Blaze in the corner. Blaze wide open. Oh my gosh. Defensive breakdown. Just who was supposed to be guarding him? I have no idea, but they obviously didn't do their job. Zono Blaze. First points of the night. Over down to Pierce. Trying to make something happen from the post. Over to Castillo in the corner. Castillo bounces off the rim. Comes out. Is going to get loose. Falls out of bounds. Last touch by Louisville, though. Milwaukee inbounds it to Evan Toddy. Toddy now surveying. Going to get the screen from Muriel. Toddy gets the lane. Lays it up and in. Evan Toddy, that's his 3rd basket of the night now. Angela Tortoise looking to fire up her team. She's still the only person on the team to score points. Donald Higgins going to get the 3-pointer. And he still can't miss. He is unconscious from deep. He didn't miss a single shot last game either. Over to KR. KR is going to get the lane, and KR is going to throw it down. KR just saw an opportunity and just did not hesitate. Put Angela Tortoise on a poster while he was at it. Tortoise now surveying. Over to Pierce. Pierce at the top of the key. He's going to throw that sky hook, and he hooks it up and in. Otis Pierce, first points of the night. Evan Toddy's going to look to survey here. Going to get the screen from Muriel. They love that pick and roll play. It's going to work for him yet again. Evan Toddy gets to the basket. Evan Toddy, 8 points so far on the night. Angelo Torres over to Higgins. Higgins from deep. And he hits it again. Oh my goodness. I mean, just give him the ball and get out of the way. I mean, that's all you have to do at this point. Over down to Blaze. Zano Blaze. They just keep giving up the paint. I mean, I don't even get time to like say anything, really. I mean, it's so fast. They just throw it down there and there's nobody there to stop them. Zano Blaze, second point of the night. Tortoise, looking to get a screen here. Going to try and create on her own. Posts up. Posts up again, trying to back down. Throws up the hook from the top of the key. Doesn't get it to fall, though. Evan Toddy with the rebound. Toddy down to Blaze. And there's just nobody there. There's nobody there. What do you do about that? There's nobody there. Some check-ins here. Allen and Caldwell for Milwaukee. I saw Mark DeColda stepping onto the floor for Louisville. Peters over to Pierce. Pierce down to DeColdest. DeColdest looking to create from the post. Over to Castillo for three. Castillo knocks it down. Knocks it down. Just saying that 5 times fast. Toddy gonna get the screen here. Toddy looking to create on his own here, just inside the line. Kicks it over to KR for the mid-range jump shot from 11 feet out, and he knocks it down. Peters now over to Malone. Malone's going to get the screen. Malone driving to the basket. Gets that hook shot, but is blocked by Brandon Allen. That's going to go out of bounds. Ray Pierce check in. Majeski checks in for Louisville as well. Actually, I believe I'm not sure which Allen that is, to be entirely honest with you. Oh, Peters, quick shot for three. Knocks it down, Louisville. Inbound play, just shot it right out to the outside, and Charlie Peters did not hesitate to take that jump shot. Ray, down to KR. KR looking to make something happen for the post. Blocked by Majeski. It's going to go out of bounds. Last touch by Louisville, so Milwaukee's going to retain possession here. Over to Pierce. Pierce is going to look over here. Going to get the screen from Allen, I believe. Pierce lays it up, lays it in. Kenny Pierce, first points of the night. It's Peters. Going to make something here. Majeski is going to get it at the very top. Double screen action on the corners. Castillo's going to get the ball for three. Knocks it down. Keeps it within a 2-point game for Louisville. Inbound to Ray here as Milwaukee's going to try and shut down this comeback. Ray gets the screen. Ray to the basket. Lays it up. Lays it in. Good move from Shady Ray there. Peters down to Castillo. Castillo, nice little post spin. Going to lay it up and in. Ray looking to create here. Double screens on the corners. Pierce gets the ball, takes the 3-point jump shot, and he knocks it down. Timeout Louisville. It's a 5-point game now in Milwaukee's favor. Gonna get a couple more checks in. Etienne checks in for Milwaukee. Riley and Taylor check in, rather, for Louisville. Peters moves over to shooting guard. Peters gets the lane, throws it down. Nice little post spin there to get himself open over Etienne. Ray's going to bring up the ball now. 24 seconds left on the game clock. Over to Pierce in the corner. Pierce is going to take that three-pointer and he knocks it down. Pierce is waking up. 8 points on the night for Kenny Pierce. As Riley kicks it down to Peters. Trying to take the quick shot. Falling away. Doesn't get it to fall, though. Sidney Allen. That's which one it is. It's Sidney Allen. Over to Caldwell. Caldwell lays it up and in on the big back down move. Riley quickly over. Takes that jump shot at the buzzer. Can't get it to fall. So after first half of play, 8-point lead for Milwaukee over Louisville. As we settle this tiebreaker right after these messages.
Tired of this cold, snowy bullshit. Have no fear, the Squash Man is here. How did you get in my house? You need to calm down, sir. Dr. Squash, Prime Soap. Oh shit, Prime Soap Here we have Sandalwood Summit in Coastal Mist. Are you kidding me? Why is there to be mad? You have this.
I guess I'll give it a try.
Better already. So what are you waiting for? Get squashed today and try not to be an asshole about it. Thank you, Squatch. I'm not an angry asshole anymore. Woo!
Hello and welcome back to the second half of action. Milwaukee's up 8 over Louisville. I'm your commentator, Jameson on Monkey. I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors yet again, Hillclimb Falls Creative, the NASCAR Roblox Racing League, and Skid Marks. Etienne kicks it over to Pierce on the corner. Pierce knocks it down to open the half for Milwaukee, making it an 11-point lead now. Milwaukee started the game off hot. Louisville tried to fight back, but they've pushed out a lead yet again. So Louisville's going to really have to try and rally back here. Riley going to get the lane. Tries to throw the layup off the backboard, but doesn't get it to fall down. Shady Ray now looking over the defense. Kicks it over to Sidney Allen. Sidney Allen, big post move, but he knocks it off the side of the backboard and it comes away. Taylor now looking over. Double screen action on the corners. Over to Riley for three. Riley rims it in. Big three-pointer for Riley and the Louisville Stings as a whole, as a matter of fact. Alexis Riley trying to get something happen for the team. Over to Etienne in the post. Etienne working here. See what he can do. Throws the skyhook. Gets it to bounce in for him. Friendly bounce for Heavens Etienne. That's his first points of the night. Riley's going to get the screen here. Riley steps back, kicks it down to Malone. Back to Riley. Back to Malone. Malone throws up the hook shot, and he gets it to fall in. Randy Malone, that's his first points of the night after taking 2 shots that missed. Brady gets the screen. Over to Sidney Allen. Allen for 3, and he knocks it down. He's trying to keep this game out of reach. That was a beautiful switch from Sidney Allen. Riley bringing it up the court now. Over to Mark DeColdest. Quiet tonight. We'll see if he can make that change here. Bounces in, rims out for him though. Can't get it to fall. Shady Ray getting the screen from Etienne. Steps back over to Caldwell. All the way across the court. It got tipped though by Mark DeColdest. That's going to go out of bounds. Couple of check-ins. Angelo Torres, Otis Pierce, KR all check in. Torres now looking to create on her own. Takes that 3-point jump shot and knocks it down. Angela Torres definitely been leading the team here tonight. 7 points for her. She's trying to keep this team on track. Sees they can't rally around her. Shady Ray gets picked off by Angela Torres. Down to Mark DeColdest. DeColdest working from the post. Trying to make something happen here. Takes the fadeaway jump shot. Can't get it to fall. KR with the rebound now. So they're going to look to make something happen over here on Milwaukee's side. Over to Caldwell. Caldwell just inside the line. And gets it to fall. Takes that jump shot right over to Coldest and knocks it down. Tortoise. Down to Pierce. Pierce gets that spin move. Throws it down hard. Did not hesitate on that move. Timeout Milwaukee. Couple of more check-ins. Higgins checks back in for Louisville, and the rest of the starters come out for Milwaukee. Evan Tidy now, looking over the court. Kicks it over to Jared Holmes. Holmes just inside the line. Can't get it to fall, though. Rebound mark to Coldest. DeColdest surveying here. Looks to create on his own, just inside the line. Can't get it to fall, though. Evan Tidy bringing it back up the court. Down to Mariel. Mariel over to Coldest, knocks it down. As Tortoise kicks it over to Pierce. We'll see if Pierce can make something happen. Kicks it over to Peters. Peters on the wing. Kicks it out to Higgins. And Higgins tried to make another pass. Looks like it got tipped away. Nope, never mind. He just threw it completely out of bounds. That's Milwaukee's ball. Rare misstep from Higgins there. Zano Blaze. He's going to get the screen here. Zano steps back, takes that jump shot, and he knocks it down. That was for 3. I mean, what can you say about Zano Blaze, man? One of the best rookies in the BBC overall. Definitely in the running for Rookie of the Year. Patterson, trying to make something happen. Kicks it out to DeColdest. DeColdest drives to the basket against Alex Muriel. Lays it up. Rims out yet again from Mark DeColdest. He just cannot find a bucket. Evan Toddy, spin move, takes the 3-pointer and knocks it down. It's going to make it a 16-point lead for Milwaukee. It's a big lead. You're going to need to come back in a big way here if you are Louisville. 2 minutes left. They're running out of time quickly. Higgins, guarded by Blaze. He's going to get the screen. Higgins takes that 3-point jump shot, and he hits it. I mean, if there's somebody who wants the ball in their hands, it's going to be Higgins. He just cannot miss. 3 for 3 on the night. Toddy looking to make something happen. He's going to get the screen. Toddy takes that 3-pointer over Tortoise, and he knocks it down. It wasn't quite a 3, actually. It was just inside the line. Tortoise trying to create on her own. Kicks it down to DeColdest. DeColdest trying to make something happen from the post. Kicks it out to Higgins. Higgins for 3, and he knocks it down. I mean, you can't stop him. You just can't. There's nothing you could do. You could throw as many bodies at him as you want. You just will not make him miss. Jared Holmes is going to get the screen. Jared Holmes now lays it up, blocked by DeColdest. Going to go out of bounds. Louisville will retain possession here. Over to Holmes. Going to get the screen. Holmes takes that 3-pointer. Gets the rim out, though. That's the stuff that Louisville needed. See if they can't make something happen here. Down to Riley in the post. Riley's going to throw it down. Riley saw her opportunity to make that backdoor cut. She did not hesitate. Evan Toddy bringing it up now for Milwaukee. They've got a minute left here to hold on to a 10-point lead. Burnett throws the layup, hooks it up and in. Makes it a 12-point lead for Maurice Burnett. First points of the night for him. Tortoise down to DeColdest. Mark now. Kicks it over to Higgins. Higgins for 3 yet again, and he just hits it again. I mean, you could play this movie as many times as you want. It's going to end the same way. If you give the possession to Donald Higgins, he's going to make the 3. Burnett, working from the post now. Nice little double move, but doesn't get it to fall for him. Tortoise on the fast break now. Going to try to make something happen. Tortoise, spin move, and then takes the 3-pointer. Doesn't get it to fall, though. Evan Toddy, 9-point lead. Shot clock is all but over. Hanzo Blaze steps back. Cannot get it to fall, though. Otis Pierce going to get the ball, but there's no more shot clock. 9-point lead. They got to really make something happen. Riley for 3. Can't get it to fall. Holmes kicks it over to Burnett quickly. Burnett lays it up and in. Put it out of reach. Higgins. They're going to try to make something happen at the buzzer. Hits another one. I mean, it's going to be a little more respectable. It's only an 8-point deficit now. But, I mean, yeah, this game is over. Milwaukee's going to win by 8. At the end of the day, wasn't enough. Evan Toddy, great night for him tonight. 13 points, hits a 3. I guess that was the first 3 he's ever hit in his career, which is interesting to me. But we aren't going to question it too much. Pretty solid game overall, I'd say. Just Milwaukee came out of the block spinning and just could not stop. Louisville tried their best to rally back. It just was too little too late, I suppose. So, definitely going to help Milwaukee in the standings. They were last in the conference, so they needed something to turn around in a big way here. Looking over on the other side, Donald Higgins, 18 points, 6 for 6 with 6 threes. I mean, you got to believe he's the best shooter in the BBC. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the second game in a row now that he hasn't missed a single shot. I mean, what do you even say to that? Like, that's crazy to me. Looking at some team stats, though. Rebounds went Milwaukee's way. I mean, you control the boards, you control the tempo. It's kind of just how it goes. But other than that, pretty much even on both sides for all the other major stats. Besides, field goals. But I digress. Taking a look at the box score. Pretty solid game. Like I said, from Donald Higgins. Mark DeColdest 0 for 4 on the night. I mean, he's been talking a lot about how he needs more minutes to make something happen. I mean, you had plenty of minutes, nothing happened. So I'm kind of confused there as to what the team's going to do with him. Looking over at Milwaukee side, Toddy and Blaze combined for 23 points. The rest of the team, Kenny Pierce, great game off the bench, 11 points for him. But yeah, just overall solid effort for Milwaukee, and that got it done against Louisville tonight. So I believe we're going to take a step back and look at the shot charts for both sides. Take a look at those guys. But beyond that, that's going to do it for me tonight. I was your commentator, Jameson O'Monkey. I'd like to take one last moment to thank our sponsors, Hook Line Falls Creative, the NASCAR Roblox Racing League, and Skid Marks. And make sure you tune in next time.
This broadcast of the Bishop's Basketball Challenge cannot be replicated, reproduced, or retransmitted without authorized consent. BBC thanks you for your loyal viewership, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.